This is the best solo farm in the game right now. It is low investment, T16, does not require a strong character, and first off I'll explain everything you need to know to do this yourself, including the Scarabs, Atlas Tree, and mechanics of the farm, and then I'm going to run through a couple example maps so you can make sure that you execute this correctly, because it'll be the difference between you being this guy and this guy. So what are we doing here? What are we actually farming? We do not care about any of the loot in the map at all. Don't even touch it, don't even pick it up. We are Coca-Cola Incorporated, but instead of putting soda in the bottles, we are putting exiles in the bottles, and the bottles are ritual vessels. We are then taking these ritual vessels and we are selling them to group play abusers and fub gunners alike, and we are making roughly 50 to 100 divines an hour doing so. I made my mage blood in just 4 hours doing this strategy, and this guy who came into the chat last night and started doing this stayed up all night and made 700 divines overnight. Quick thanks to Snap OW, I yoinked the Atlas Tree from him pretty much with a couple changes, but the only thing we care about here are Occult Devotion for 4 ritual altars. Other than that, you're grabbing all of the ritual smalls to give you a 100% chance to have a ritual. And then we are taking all of the exile nodes, excluding Rogue Trader and Exiled Will, because those just make the exiles harder and we don't actually care about the loot the exiles drop. Other than that, I just added all of the map nodes just for extra map sustain, and I'm not sure if it interacts with this at all, but I went ahead and blocked everything but ritual in case spawning mechanics might open additional rooms in the toxic sewer that would lower your density of rogue exiles in the rituals, which I will go over right now. Now, before you head into your map, you want to set up your inventory. You can either use wisdom scrolls or rogue markers, and you want to set them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is used to keep track of how many gigantic rogue exiles are in your bottles. Okay, so hopping into a quick map here, we are just going to select Anarchy on the map device. We have our Anarchy tree, we have the Scarabs we went over, and the rarity on the toxic sewer I'm pretty sure doesn't matter at all, so we're just going to open it white. You go in, and you are speed running. You do not care about any mobs in here at all. You are just going to go to the ritual altars and you are going to eyeball how many gigantic rogue exiles are sitting in here. I see 1, 2, just 2. If you see 2 or less, you are going to just move on. So there's nothing in that previous map, so I popped in the next map, and as you can see, this ritual has 1, 2, 3, 4, and possibly 5 rogue exiles that are gigantics sitting inside of it. So we're going to pull them all in and kill them all. You can see that the ritual activated, so that means this guy was not in it. So that was a 4 exile ritual. You click, you come out, you come back in, and you use the bottle on the ritual. Congratulations, you've just made 4 divines. Now, this is a great opportunity to explain another mechanic of this farm, which is why is there only 2 names on this blood-filled vessel when we clearly just had 4 gigantic rogue exiles? That is because if the gigantic rogue exiles are duplicated via the Anarchy Scarab of Partnership, their names will not be duplicated on the blood-filled vessel, although there is 4 inside this bottle, as we just saw. So, I tested this on stream. I made 2 clips for it. It works. I tested the bottles myself. I put it in and it spawned 2, even though there was only 1 name. And yeah, it works. So you can see those Twitch clips on my channel, twitch.tv/pathofky, if you would like to see those. So popping over to the TFT Discord, you just go to Forbidden Trove. You scroll down to PoE1 Mercenaries Bulk Want to Sell. Scroll down to the bottom where it says Bulk Other Want to Sell, and you click on that section. You're now in here, and this is where you're going to post your blood-filled vessels. Now, I pulled up my 2 example images here, and this is where the big money is. The guy on the right here says blood-filled vessels, gigantic rogue exiles with 2x gigantic scarab. He does not specify that he is specifically counting the gigantic rogue exiles. Look at the prices on his exiles. 4 exiles for 1 divine, 5 exiles for 1.5, and all of that. These are terrible prices. You do not want to just randomly do this. You want to count them, Because if you count them, you're going to be like the guy on the left, where if you have 4 Gigantic Rogue Exiles, you're going to charge 4 Divines, 5, 5, 6, 6, 3, 2. You know, you're going to be able to charge way more when you specifically count them and state on your post that you specifically counted them. Now, this is a good time for a little reminder here. Do not give into temptation and try to rip people off doing this. Getting banned on TFT Discord is second only to your account being permabanned in this game. If you get caught, you're going to either have to pay the guy back in full for whatever you ripped them off for, or you're going to get permabanned off the TFT Discord, and you will never be able to use it again. So do not do that. So for a quick recap of the mechanics we have here. Number 1, only Gigantic Rogue Exiles will count. You must manually count them. Number 2, only Gigantic Rogue Exiles that spawned in the ritual when the map was opened will count. You cannot drag outside exiles into the ritual. They will not be bottled. In addition to this, the number of Rogue Exiles spawned during the literal ritual encounter, if you are not skipping it by portaling out and portaling back in, do not matter. Number 3, the ritual vessel only cares about the exact ritual altar you use it on. The exiles from previous ritual altars will not stack into a singular bottle. Make sure you specify in your TFT post that you manually counted the Gigantic Rogue Exiles. This is what gives you the ability to charge such an insane price. The Rogue Exiles duplicated from the Anarchy Scarab partnership do not count multiple names on the bottle, and it will just show as a singular name. You have to pay attention to this when you are bottling and inform people on TFT who do not know if they question that. I will link the Twitch clips showing proof of this concept in the description, so you can use those if you would like. Number 6, use Wisdom Scrolls or Rogue Markers to keep track of how many Gigantic Rogue Exiles are in the bottles. You can use them in your inventory and in the stash where you are storing these. So that's going to be it from me. If you like this guide, please leave it a like, and if you want to see more currency strategies or perhaps build guides that I make, subscribe now. I'm also going to be live right now on Twitch/PathofKY streaming. Probably not going to be running this strategy anymore because it's literally too good and I don't want to ruin myself. I got my Mage Blood. I'm out, but I'm happy to help with any questions or stuff that you may have about this. And I'm just going to leave a couple example maps here at the end just to show exactly how I'm running these. Again, you really want to just speed run through it, churn as fast as you can, check the exiles, go. And yeah, thanks for watching.
They're either a client or a target.
That one may have been a 4. I just, I like to be conservative with it. 2, 3, possibly 4, possibly 5. That was a 5er. And you know what, actually, I'm just going to make this a 4. Just be conservative. I just like to be conservative. So, as you can see, literally 3 minutes in those maps. That's 3 divines, 4 divines, and 4 divines. 11 divines in 3 minutes. Get in while you can.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
Subscribe now and like the video.